Monday. Welcome to a week in my life. My name is Sarah. I'm a PhD student at Indiana University and I study English, rhetoric, and composition. And I'm going to take you guys along with me as I get a lot of writing done this week because I have a writing deadline at the end of the week. And I wrap up the semester with teaching and work as a tutor at the Writing Center. So it's a little after 10. I don't have to leave until 11 to go teach. So I've talked about this at the past 2 vlogs, but we as in the graduate students are striking to be recognized as a union and for better pay, better benefits, and things like that. I am not formally striking, but I have been holding all of my classes online just like for respect out of the work that they're doing. And I talk about my reasons for that like 2 vlogs ago. I could put a card. But basically I haven't held class in over 2 weeks and we've started a new unit, and I just really feel like I need to check in with my students before I never see them again. I will show you guys a little teacher outfit. I have my fan going and I have this fan here because it was like really hot this weekend, but we didn't want to put on the AC because it's supposed to be cold again. So my window is like also open, but the upstairs has been like really gross and humid. So here's the outfit, just wearing this pink button down. It's oversized from Target. Have a little white tank under, gold jewelry, which is like all Ana Luisa always, and pants from Old Navy, shoes from Target. It's more of like a casual look, but I try to never wear jeans when I teach, but black jeans I feel like are okay. I'm done teaching for I don't know how long because I'm waiting to hear about summer teaching assignments, but done teaching for the semester, that's for sure. And I just have conferences Wednesday and Friday and then I'm done. I always get like really reflective, like, you know, these pensive moods when like the semester wraps up, especially like the spring semester. This feels more like my I don't know. People typically feel this way, I feel like in December as the year's ending. I always feel that way in like spring when a semester is ending or like a school year is ending. Lots of thoughts. I wanted to give my students time to fill out their end of course evaluations like in class so they don't have to do it on their own time, and to get like better turnout results, but for whatever reason the portal wasn't working. So I made them promise that they would do it for homework. But yeah. There were some rough patches for sure this semester, especially with one of my sections, but they turned things around. It was a good last day and I feel happy with like what we managed to get done, especially like everything with the strike, everything with this being like the first year back face to face after COVID. I feel proud of myself. It is 3:50 now. I finished some things on my to-do list. I wanted to grade 3 essays and I did that, and I chatted with someone from YouTube who's also a IU grad student, and we talked for a little while about his research, my research, super interesting stuff. And I also have on my to-do list that I want to spend at least 1 hour writing my prospectus or working on it. But I might take a little bit of a break because I feel like I've been go today. Like as soon as I came back from teaching, I just hopped right into things. I'm like still in my teacher clothes, so I'm gonna change out of these pants, gonna take off my makeup. Okay, it's a little after 7, about 7:15 today. I set a goal that I wanted to write for an hour, and I told myself I would be happy with whatever I got done as long as I spent an hour writing. I wrote like 3 sentences. It's just one of those days. I thought I would maybe get like a full page done. I just couldn't get into like the writing flow, but that's okay. I've spent all last week just like reading, so this week is going to be a writing week. So of course it's probably gonna take me a little while to get into it. I did go back and reread one article even though I told myself I would just write. So I read an article for like 30 minutes and then I set aside an hour to write. It's hard when you're like not writing from scratch and you're like working out of something you already have, and I'm just like constantly moving things around and I just hate what I have so much. I just hate the structure of it. So I'm trying to like put it all in a bunch of like little structures, so then when I send it to my chair, he'll be like, okay, this little structure needs to go here, this other one goes here, so everything can be like easily mobile. It doesn't even make sense up here, so I know there's no way it's making sense to you guys. Anyway, I'm cutting myself off. I feel like I've been like inside my head all day, so I'm going to probably go ahead and cook dinner now and chill out, watch the TV. Gonna try not to do any more work for the rest of today because I feel like I was working from like 11 to now. I didn't even end up taking a break. I took a small break and walked to the mailbox and ate chips and queso, but time to take a break. Good morning, happy Tuesday. Here's the outfit with the jeans and sweater absolutely clashing, but it is what it is. I think it's like 40 degrees outside, which is just insane because it was like 80 this weekend. Spring is just a wild time in the Midwest. But I am about to go to work at the Writing Center. I work from 10 to 2 on Tuesday and Thursday mornings, and I checked last night and I have 2 people signed up with me, so it's 1 hour slots, so 4 hours total, 2 are booked. I'm hoping to spend the other 2 just grading, but something that's really great about the Writing Center is that I get paid whether people come or not. And tutoring is something that I really enjoy, and it's been a bit of a bummer that it's been super slow this semester, because there's like nothing as good as tutoring someone's paper and just seeing them feel so much more confident in their writing, know that they have next steps of where to go, and like I've been on the other end of that, like office hours and stuff, and you just feel like on top of the world. So hopefully it's a good tutoring day today. Back from the Writing Center. I am currently in the drive-thru for Chick-Fil-A. And I am going to go to Laura's house, be a little ladies who lunch moment. And when I come back, I have to zoom in for a working group for the Writing Center. And we have these about like once a month or every couple weeks, and sorry, you're like resting on my steering wheel and I have to move forward. But these are just like ways of being like trained. I've led a working group before about embodied writing, and we just sort of like brainstorm together. It's always someone like typically a graduate student tutor who leads one of them, and or I guess sometimes an undergrad tutor. And it's a specific theme, like how to better accommodate students with disabilities, students with mental disabilities, how to manage student anxiety, stuff like that. And so I have to zoom in for one of those from 5 to 6 tonight. Pretty unfortunate timing, but it's okay. Also, I only had 2 sessions, but they were each an hour long today, and they like took a lot of my energy. They were really good, but like they demanded me to be very, very focused. And I spent my first 2 hours grading, so I feel pretty exhausted. So I don't think I'm going to do any work on the P word today, the prospectus. I think that I'm just going to have done Writing Center stuff and teaching stuff, and that is okay. It's probably a little good for me to take a day off for the prospectus because I feel like I haven't in well over a week. Also, what are your thoughts on Chick-Fil-A? I personally love Chick-Fil-A, but I can't overdo it because I feel like I could easily get sick of it. I do think that Chick-Fil-A is the most elite fast food restaurant though. Their service is incredible. Their food doesn't make me feel like a garbage can afterwards. And their sauces, awesome. But what are your thoughts? What's the most elite fast food chain? Just casually dog barking in my neighborhood. But it is 6:15. I am so exhausted. I feel like today has just been another day of like go, go, go. Okay, so I finished my meeting with the writing center and it was just sort of like a mixture of presentations. One person talked about cover letters quickly, another person talked about how to tutor despite imposter syndrome. It was just like 4 different people presented who are all like graduating this semester. 2 undergrads, 2 grads, so that was cool to see. And now I'm going to read a little bit for fun. I currently have $1 as my bookmark because that was all that I could find when I started this book the other night. I'm reading another Taylor Jenkins Reid book, Forever Interrupted. I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've read every single one of her books except for this one, and I'm reading it now. I feel like there's old Taylor Jenkins Reid and there's new Taylor Jenkins Reid. The new ones are like Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Daisy Jones and the Six, Malibu Rising. Those are all set in like the 60s, 70s. And there's like a lot of like world building that goes on in those, and like there's like overlap between the books. And some of her older ones are like Forever Interrupted, Maybe in Another Life, After I Do. And those are a lot more honestly just focused on like singular plot lines, romance stories. And they're like easier reads. I feel like none of her reads are hard, but that's what this one is shaping up to be so far. But really like it, even though I'm only like 50 pages in. A lot later, went to McDonald's, got a little chocolate shake. I've eaten absolute junk today. Ate a Power Crunch bar for breakfast, Chick-Fil-A for lunch. I made some homemade pizza because I have to carry the weight of this household because Megan is sick. And now a chocolate shake for dinner. I'm gonna feel gross tomorrow, but listen to your body, am I right? Happy Wednesday. So I quickly got ready for today because I had a really slow morning, just reading my book for fun, taking my time, drinking my coffee on TikTok, and now it's already 11:30 and I'm about to hop on Zoom for some student conferences, and then when those are over, it's actually just one because I see that someone canceled. When this is over, I'm gonna go to Kroger, get some quick groceries for dinner tonight, and hop back on Zoom for one more conference, and then hopefully spend the rest of the afternoon into dinner time writing. Back from Kroger, I just got a couple things. I went in with like a list of 5 things, and then I picked up a few things that were on sale, so I'll show you guys a little haul. So I've really been craving a junk cereal, so I got this s'more cereal. I've gotten it before, I love it. We were out of gallon-sized Ziploc bags, so I got more of those. Some instant rice, some regular rice. I feel like we've used a lot of our rice recently. These nerd clusters, haven't had them in a little while. I love them. Megan eats one before she goes on a run, which is really funny to me. More peppermint tea because we're out. Orange juice to nurse Megan back to health. It's also kind of sticky at the top, which is a little gross. Won't think about it. some coffee creamer. This is really hard to find at Kroger, so anytime they have it in stock, whether it's like caramel, vanilla, the sweet cream flavor, I get it. 2 Annie's shells, white cheddar. They were on sale. More eggs because we only have 1 left. Strawberries. These are like huge strawberries, but they're on sale. This little Asian salad kit, because we're gonna have that with dinner tonight. We're gonna do some like tofu lettuce wraps, some lettuce for the lettuce wraps, a lime, although I think we have some already, but I was nervous that we didn't. That goes on the lettuce wraps as well. And some tissues because Megan requested them. And I also got 2 different kinds of flowers because the ones that we currently have are on the outs. Those could probably be tossed. So they had so many cute flowers to choose from. I was there for like 10 minutes. Just these small little white ones, which I thought were cute. I like having white flowers a lot in here. I feel like it really brightens it up. And I loved how natural these looked. Looks like things that I like see on the side of the highway. I don't know. I thought it was cute. So we have like that big vase and a small vase. So I might put some on the coffee table or I might like mix them together. Okay, here's these flowers. I think they're very cute. And these. I don't know why I had to like stand up and bring them to the camera. I can just set them down and move the camera. Okay, so I think I'm gonna try to clean a little bit. I currently have the washer going with some of our like throw blankets. I feel like I don't wash those enough and they were just starting to like, I don't know, not smell super fresh. So I'll wash those. Gonna unload the dishwasher, hand wash some stuff, and I'll probably like sweep, just do like a little bit of like tidying, not like deep cleaning. I wish that like I didn't hate cleaning so much because I love a clean space. Like I think everyone does, but I feel like that's a trait of an Enneagram 1. So like just love clean spaces. So I'm trying to be better about that. That was like one of my New Year's resolutions, to like clean more frequently rather than waiting till things get like crazy and then doing a big clean. Anyway, time to clean. Eat some strawberries as a snack. I ate some leftover pizza for lunch, and I'm gonna put on some lo-fi on the TV, get to writing. I'll probably make a second cup of coffee too. And I just did my nails on Sunday. Today's only Wednesday with like my gel lamp, and they're already peeling off, which is really annoying. Okay, it's 6:15 now and I'm so over writing. I just forgot how hard this is. And instead of my ideas shrinking, they're only expanding. And that's always the issue I've been running into. And I thought that I could just like one day work on this section, another day work on this other section, but I've just been stuck on the same section for like 3 days, like 12 hours total. I thought that I could just like really easily turn to some French theorists and define what feminine writing is. And then it led me down this like rabbit hole talking about transformation, because I felt like that was a common theme in reading all of these writings about feminine writing style. And now I'm worried that my entire project is like colonizing, because it's like, oh yeah, the goal is to transform students' understandings of themselves. And it's like, who said I could do that? Feels colonizing. So that doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great to write that, but I'm like, I need to just get out what's in my head and not like anticipate all this criticism, not feel like this inner critic, and just wait to see like what my chair actually says. I need to just get the ideas out. But it's very hard. I just feel like every other sentence is me saying like, oh, but don't hate this because this, or this isn't wrong, I promise, because of this. And it's just like, I can only think of how people are going to object to it. And that's just like a result of being in academia, where people just want to reject, point out why things are flawed, fill in gaps, instead of like working in a positive mindset to build off of other people's writing. So Currently I'm structuring the prospectus as just one big list of a definition of my terms, and I'm hoping through a definition of these terms to also like check the other boxes of things that a prospectus needs to do, like establish the exigence, explain how I came to this project, explain what my intervention in the field is going to be, provide a literature review, and that's what makes sense to me. And like I mentioned before, it's a lot of like little sections that could easily be moved around, but I spent today just like going back through my notes, trying to like explain what these people say, explain how it's relating to this theme of transformation, and now I have like 15 different themes happening in my prospectus, and I feel like you get to say one big thing in your dissertation, and I feel like I'm trying to say 15 things, and not in a good place. But I've been writing for like 4 hours, so time to call it quits, time to cook some dinner. Hello, happy Thursday. In my car, it's about 2:15. I finished up my shift at the Writing Center, and then I drove over to the other side of campus. Drove, not walked, because I'm going to go to a rhetoric event. It's called Future Directions and Rhet Comp, and it's going to be 2 professors, 2 grad students who are talking about where they see our field going and what are like the buzzwords, what are the, I don't know, just key subfields. So I'm curious because I think that one of the professors on the panel might talk about embodied rhetoric, because I know that he has a piece coming out in an edited collection about embodied rhetoric. So, you know, that's my thing. I packed my lunch. I actually packed my lunch for Tuesday and then I forgot to bring it, which is why Laura and I got Chick-Fil-A. So I just took that same lunch and have it today, but I really don't feel like eating it. So I'm contemplating going over to the Inkwell and just getting a little sandwich, but I feel guilty because I bought coffee and a muffin for breakfast in the Writing Center today. But oh my gosh, today's already been a long day. I knew I was gonna have a full shift at the Writing Center. The first person actually didn't end up coming, but I used that time to do some grading, so I was doing work for an hour, and then the next 3 shifts, we give 50 minutes, and then we have like 10 minutes to sort of like decompress and fill out the report. But they took like 55 minutes, so I didn't even have time to go to the bathroom on my shift. It was just like boom, 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 and they were all like really intense. They were all really good, and I feel like I did a good job tutoring those papers. They were just like really intense, and it just demands a lot of me to like work one-on-one with someone and to be like super nice and friendly, and also to be like smart and think academically and empathetic and to carry their emotions. But then like the Writing Center is also in this big open space, so to like deal with all the emotions and the energy and the vibes that are all around you, and it's just a lot. So honestly, I'm talking myself into treating myself to a sandwich from the Inkwell. I'm exhausted. What time is it? 6 o'clock. I don't know how people have 9-to-5 jobs, because I was only on campus from 10 to like 5:30 today, and I am exhausted. My teeth hurt from holding so much tension in my jaw. I feel severely dehydrated. I just ordered Liquid IV on Target's website for a Target pickup. Today was just a lot. I feel like my stress from last night about not getting enough writing done was just like carrying over into today. And then, as I mentioned earlier today, my Writing Center sessions are really good. They just like took up a lot of my energy. And I ended up eating my lunch like a responsible human, and then I did go to the Inkwell and I just got a coffee and a cookie. But I feel like I need to drink water. I feel like I've been dehydrated for like 3 days, and this is just classic Sarah. Just drink more water. That's all you have to do. Anyway, the panel was really good. It was interesting to hear different perspectives. One of my professors read something that he wrote, and it was just like beautiful, and he talked about how he sees, or he doesn't know what rhetoric will be, but he knows what it should be. And he said that it should be bigger and bolder and better, and he explained what he meant by that, and it was just beautiful. And he's on my committee. And another professor talked about how he's an editor for a journal online, and he pointed out some themes that he sees like really prevalently in submissions for the past 1.5 years, and that was cool. And then I asked them what role edited collections play like in letting us know like the shape of the field, and then I opened up a really interesting conversation about like what texts count as like publications when you're going up for tenure. And someone else in the department who's been in the field for a long time said that at some universities and in some departments, pieces in edited collections don't count as valuable as like articles from journals because the peer review process isn't the same and they're viewed as like easier, which really just like annoyed me. I just feel like there's all this gatekeeping in academia, which is really annoying. And so he told me that it was like print journals and then edited collections and then online journals. And he's like, but a lot of that is changing. But I did know that stuff online isn't viewed like as valuable, which is just like infuriating. It just feels like a holdover from like the olden days. Hopefully after I drink this liquid IV or like get my Target order, then drink the liquid IV and eat dinner, I will feel up to doing just a little bit of writing tonight because I try not to do work on Friday, so I'm going to try really hard not to do work tomorrow. But if I'm too exhausted today, I just won't be able to write. Hello, happy Friday. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired even though I just drank a caramel macchiato from Starbucks. So last night and yesterday in general was just wild. After I got back from Target and Crumble picking things up, I got an email from someone in my department asking if we could have sort of like an emergency Zoom meeting in the evening to talk about the strike and how things are possibly being misconceived. And he just wanted to like clear things up from his end on the faculty, expressing that we still have faculty support for the strike, even though some people are saying that we no longer do. And he was like, if you think that you don't, basically like encouraging us to be transparent with each other. And it was like all like in good faith and like well-intentioned, and I think he just wanted to talk to us as like human beings, and he wanted to say that no one from our department is like trying to punish us, no one is out to get us. So anyway, I was just like exhausted by the time that was done because it ended at like 8:30 and I had been on campus since like 9:45. So I was like, it's been almost 12 hours of just thinking about school and I am done. So I just started the new season of Below Deck Australia with Megan, and I went to bed and I didn't do any writing. So I try not to do work on Fridays, like from like afternoon to evening, but I have some conferences with some students today. That's what I've been doing. I have a couple more. Then I need to go to a doctor's appointment, and then I'm gonna come back and I think try and get a little writing done, and then I will chill this evening. But I like really reached a point yesterday, like when I was driving back from my meeting on campus, I felt like I wanted to cry because I was just so exhausted and I forgot what it's like to be around all like those high-strung energies. Like now that I'm out of coursework, I don't really have to deal with like managing other people's energies, but everyone was just so stressed out about final papers and coursework, and everyone's in a rush and everything feels so serious to everyone all the time. And again, I just feel really bad for you if you are in coursework right now. It was the worst part of my program by far, just like on a human living, surviving level. I was exhausted all the time. I was in survival mode. I was my worst self and it was really rough. So I don't know how you guys are doing it. I don't know how I did it, but it gets better. I promise. Okay, conferences are done. Had a couple no-shows, which is just like whatever, you're just sitting in front of your computer waiting for people to show up. But I feel like I could have been doing something a little more productive, but it's okay. I feel not great, so I think I'm going to like do my hair maybe, or try and put on a cute outfit and just try and like feel good while I get some work done today. I don't know, I feel a little bit in a funk. I know eating lunch will probably help. Getting this doctor's appointment over with will probably help. I think I feel really anxious for it, even though it's literally just like a routine appointment. So she can continue like renewing my prescriptions and stuff. But I don't know. I could potentially still feel like a little bit burnt out from yesterday. I'm just trying to be like gentle with myself, but I also know I do gotta get some stuff done. Okay, did my hair, did my makeup. When my hair is pulled back like this, you can really see all the grays. I blame it all on IU. Just kidding, I've had gray hair since high school. But just wearing something real casual. Some sneakers, these old navy joggers, little baby tee, belt bag, and I've told myself I'm gonna treat myself on the way back from the doctor and probably go to Ulta and get this like shave gel that I've been wanting for a little while and just see what else they got going there. It's fun to be bopped through Ulta sometimes. Okay, it's a little after 6. I've been home for a little while now, just FaceTiming my family and doing who knows what, but here's a quick little Ulta haul. So when I went to the doctor, I also talked to her about back knee because I've really been struggling with it. I think it's stress related, and she gave me this, why isn't it focusing? Here it is. This sort of, I don't even know what to call it. They're like cotton swabs in there, sort of like with antibacterial medication. It's like a topical treatment, so I'll try that. And she also said that I would have to put lotion on my back, which is interesting. So I just got this Cerave daily moisturizing lotion, which she recommended. I also want to try out a new skincare routine, so I think I'm gonna try these two. I read a bunch of reviews. These seem like just for my face skincare, these seem like they will do good with my skin type, sort of normal to oily skin and slightly acne prone, but nothing crazy. And these were like a good price range as well. And this was what I went into Ulta for. And I also saw that I saw this and I was like, yes, I barely have any left of that water, and that's what I used to take off my makeup. And then I also went in for some niacinamide acid because I was almost out. And I had a $15 off coupon for if you spend over $50, and I did, so that was great. When I was driving back from the doctor, I realized that today's not going to be a writing day. And I would rather take today to like relax, chill out. Yesterday was a lot mentally, and I want to spend a lot of time tomorrow writing. I'm actually going into campus for something called WITS on the weekend. So our writing center is called Writing Tutorial Services, or WITS, and we are hosting a special event where for finals week, which is this week, or I guess starting Monday, we are going to have writing center tutors in some of the dorms to offer like free writing help with free snacks and stuff like that. So I'm going to be tutoring 11 to 3 tomorrow, and I was like, I'm going to be on campus on a Saturday. I really need to take this Friday to just relax, chill out. I'm getting kind of hungry, and I don't know what we're doing for dinner. Megan brought up possibly wanting Panera, but I think she's sleeping, so we'll see when she wakes up what we will be doing. I don't think we have much food to cook, so it's probably going to be a takeout night. But I feel good knowing that I'm taking today just to like chill out, relax, and it's just really not that big a deal. Whatever draft I get turned in, that'll be what gets turned in. Okay, it's a lot later now. It is 11:59 p.m. Megan and I just finished watching like 3 episodes of Below Deck Australia on Peacock, or it's Below Deck Down Under, but Australia, and it is very good. 10 out of 10 recommend. I also had a slight spiraling moment. I won't call it a full-on mental breakdown, but I definitely spiraled. I definitely started crying. I definitely questioned everything, because teaching in our program is stupidly competitive for no reason, and everyone else got a teaching spot for summer and I didn't, and it doesn't feel great. And so now I'm stressed about money for the summer, but more than anything I'm really frustrated with like the principal of it, and it's not great. But I think it's because I applied for teaching in the first half of the summer, and there's limited spots, and there's more spots in the second half of the summer, but I'm unavailable because of a family trip and travel and stuff like that. It is what it is. Just really, 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 really frustrating, because I feel like everyone else in my program has had the opportunity to teach classes outside of freshman writing, and I've only ever taught freshman writing public speaking, which is also freshman course. And next year I'm teaching freshman writing again. Good morning, happy Saturday. Coming to you from campus at 10:30 a.m. on a Saturday. Like I mentioned, I'm here to tutor in the dorm for something that we're calling Wits on the weekend, and hopefully I get the chance to work with some students who might be really struggling with their papers in finals week. I'm feeling better after a good night's sleep. Sometimes you just need a good cry, and that's what I had last night. Also my mom, I called her when I was like freaking out, as I normally do, and she Venmoed me 20 bucks and was like, get Starbucks for you and Megan because she's so cute. Anyway, if I don't work with students, which I'm not anticipating working with a whole lot, I am hoping to get a lot of work done on my prospectus. So it's grind time. Okay, stopped at Parlor Donuts on the way home because it was downtown, which is next to campus, and got 4 donuts. This is cheesecake, turtle cheesecake, chocolate, churro, and then Sandy Beach, and I got a maple brown sugar latte. The coffee's pretty disappointing, I'm not gonna lie, but hopefully these are good. The donuts were excellent. I am going to go shower because it was like really like humid in that room I was tutoring, and I just feel really greasy. And I don't know how it's already 4:15. This is wild. But I think I left my water bottle in the place I was tutoring, which is sad because it was like a Hydro Flask with like a special lid. Whatever. I will ask if someone sees it tomorrow because I think there's more tutoring happening tomorrow. And hopefully I can still get some writing done because I have lots to do. Okay, it is 12:42 in the morning and I have to make my bed. We went to our friend Payne's house and we watched Dune, and I was not with it. But I washed my sheets before I left. Now I have some major regret. $140? Yeah, that's absurd. Happy Sunday. We've made it to the end of a very long week. Students have finals week this coming week, and I will use the rest of the time to grade. But I'm going to try and work on my prospectus for one last hour because May 1st was the deadline of when I told my advisor I would send him this next draft. It's been a really, really long week. Lots of ups, lots of downs. And my stomach is taking the toll for it. And I just took some Pepto, and I'm drinking some peppermint tea. If you know, you know. My stomach always hurts. So let's continue writing. It's already well into the afternoon. It's 4 o'clock. Submitted the draft, 6:45. Draft number 2 of the prospectus is done, and I feel good. It was not where I thought that it would be a week ago at this time, but that's okay. It's a lot better than where it was in draft 1, and that's what matters. I'm going to eat some sushi bowls for dinner and binge watch Below Deck and have a great night. Sushi bowls for dinner. I think I've shown these before, but it's an incredibly easy recipe that Chef Megan found. It's rice, edamame, shredded carrots, and we normally buy pre-shredded carrots, but the Kroger was out today. These crispy onions, cucumber. Megan puts avocado, but I don't. We put this from Trader Joe's, which is so good. It's just this Japanese multi-purpose seasoning, spicy mayo, and then she does some like teriyaki tofu. Is it just teriyaki sauce in the tofu? Yeah. Well, there you go. There you have it. Going to bed for the night. Gotta wake up early tomorrow morning for a dentist appointment that I scheduled for 8 a.m. thinking I would have to do it early in the morning so I could get back in time to teach. But I should have realized that I won't be teaching next week because it's finals week. Anyway, I gotta get some sleep, but I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment below. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, send me a DM. I love messaging you guys, chatting with you guys. And you guys are seriously the best. Thanks so much for supporting this channel. Until next time, bye.